A very warm good morning to everyone. I welcome you all to the online class of class 9th maths. So today we are going to discuss factorization using identities, as we had started our topic factorizations and factor theorems. We had discussed already of the polynomials in our previous classes. So today I'm going to continue my class with the factorization using identities. So first let us discuss something about identities, and then based on identities different types of problems we are going to discuss. So algebraic identities are the algebraic equations that is true for all the values of variables occurring in it. What does it mean? It means that it is going to satisfy the algebraic identities are the equations which is going to be satisfied for each and every values of variables. For an example, let us take a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. Now in place of a and b you can substitute any values of a and b. Let us take a is equal to 2, b is equal to 3, and then check both the sides by putting the values. You will get the same values. 2 plus 3 whole square, that is 5 whole square 25. Now solve this side. A square is equal to 2 square is equal to 4, and 3 square is equal to 9. So 9 plus 4 13. Now 2ab, so 2 into 3 into 2 into 2 into 3, so 4 into 3 12. So 13 plus 12, that is again 25. So you are going to see that this is going to be satisfied for each and every values of the variable. So this is the quality or characteristics of an algebraic identity. It is not an equation only, it is an identity. So algebraic equations which satisfied for all the values of variables, then this is called algebraic identities. We can use identities to find the products of two or more algebraic expressions, as well as in factorizing the given polynomials also. So we'll see the different uses of algebraic identities also. Algebraic identities that we can use in factorizing the given polynomials. We can use it in finding the products without actually multiplying it. I will see all the things, and we had seen the things in class 8 also. So algebraic identities contain the squares of binomial, the square of trinomial, cube of binomial, difference of squares, etc. So these things mainly algebraic identities contains. So let us discuss some of the identities first. Let us list the algebraic identities to be studied in this chapter as per NCERT. Okay. Now already I had told you people to learn about the identities in the previous class. I had given you one of the PDF file in which it contains remainder theorem, factor theorem, and the number of identities, so that you have to learn. So still I'm just listing all the identities so that it will help you in just recapitulating, because maths is totally based on practice. As much you practice, you will get it well. Okay, so let us see now the one by one all the identities. So we are having the first one as x plus y whole square. So these are the very simple things you people have already studied in class 8 also. So these things, x square plus 2xy plus y square. Second, x minus y whole square is equal to x square minus 2xy plus y square. Now third one is x plus y plus z whole square. This is the square of trinomial. These are the squares of binomial. Okay, according to the terms, binomial, monomial, trinomial. So x square, the formula is very easy. Just to see the pattern and you don't find any difficulty in just keeping these things in your mind. X square plus y square plus z square. X plus y plus z. The x square plus y square plus z square. Now see the pattern. 2xy, 2yz, 2zx. It means it is following a triangle circle. xy, yz, zx, and just put 2 over every product and just do the addition. So this is very easy to remember. X plus y plus z whole square is equal to x square plus y square plus z square plus 2xy plus 2yz plus 2zx. Moving on to the cube of binomials. So x plus y whole cube is equal to x cube plus y cube plus 3xy into x plus y. This is also very easy to remember. So you just remember this part first. X plus y whole cube, x minus y whole cube. So x plus y whole cube, all where plus sign is there, x minus y whole cube, all where minus sign is there. Just keep this thing in your mind. X plus y whole cube, x cube plus y cube plus 3xy under bracket x plus y. Similarly, x minus y whole cube, x cube minus y cube minus 3xy under bracket x minus y. The same pattern is there. Okay, now in between I had written two more steps, two more statements, that is x plus y whole cube is equal to. So I'm just opening these two multiplication, which is given in the bracket. Okay, so this is also another form. This form also we use in solving the problems. So x plus y whole cube is equal to x cube plus y cube plus 3x square y. When it will multiply it with x, so 3x square y, and then it will multiply it with y, so 3xy square. I hope so people have got it. So this is also very easy. X cube y cube plus 3x square y plus 3xy square. Everywhere plus is there, so no need to just confused for the sign in this case, but here you have to just be cautious about it. X minus y whole cube is equal to x cube minus y cube minus 3x square y. The term will be same both the sides in both the formulas, but the sign will remain will be different, because minus is going to multiply it with minus, so it will become plus 3xy square. I hope so this is not very difficult for you to just remember. Okay, now moving on to another, x square minus y square. The difference of two square numbers. So x plus y into x minus y. X plus y into, these things you have studied in class 8 also. X cube plus y cube, so the cube, sum of the cube of the two numbers. X plus y, first write x plus y, x square minus xy plus y square. We will see it's like how we have got this formula also, with this identities also. This is given in your NCERT questions. Well, when we'll start solving the problems, then we'll see lots of problems. Among them, one problem we'll see like this also. So see the pattern. What is the pattern? X cube plus y cube. So first of all, you will write in bracket x plus y. X cube plus y cube, x plus y. X cube minus y cube, x minus y. Keep this thing in mind. The terms are going to be same. X square, xy, y square. Now you have to take care of the sign. Here one minus will become over here. Minus xy and then plus y square. Sorry. Now, identity number 8. So x cube minus y cube is equal to same. See, x minus y, x square plus y, xy plus y square. Here that minus will remove and it will become all plus. So it is very easy for you to remember. You have to see it again and again. Just write it on a separate notebook or separate sheet. It's better separate sheet, and when you solve the problems of based on identities, wherever the identity is required, just see it, and all automatically you remember all the things. So x cube minus y cube is equal to x minus y, x square plus xy plus y square. Okay, calm. Moving on, firstly x plus a into x plus b. This identity you people have already studied in your class 8th. X square plus a plus b, x plus ab. Now moving on, this is the last one. X cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz. X cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz. In this way you have to remember. So simply write first the sum of all the three numbers, x plus y plus z, the sum of all the three variables, that is x plus y plus z. Close it under the bracket and then open a new bracket, that is the multiplication. X square plus y square plus z square minus xy minus yz minus zx. It is not very hard to remember. See, x cube plus y cube plus z cube is minus 3xyz is equal to x plus y plus z. Bracket closed, open new bracket, x square plus y square plus z square. Now minus xy minus yz minus zx. This is very easy to remember. You just remember the formula for x plus y plus z whole square. So that is x square plus y square plus z square plus 2xy plus 2yz plus 2zx. So here it is minus xy minus yz minus zx. And just you have to keep remember that in front you have to put x plus y plus z. I hope so the things must be clear with you. And one condition is present over here, that if you find x plus y plus z is equal to 0, direct, like the given values are in this form, and then you will see that x plus y plus z is equal to 0, then directly x cube plus y cube plus z cube is equal to 3xyz. So why it will become 3xyz? Because see here, since this will become 0, so whole LHS will become 0. Anything multiplied by 0 will become 0. So minus 3xyz will come to this side, and it will become x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus, is equal to 3xyz. Okay, now we'll try to discuss some of the problems based on identities. Problem discussion. The problem is evaluate 105 into 106 without multiplying directly. This is very easy question. These types of questions you people have done in your class 8th also. So the question is 105 into 106. We have to multiply it without directly multiplying it. It means doing this 3-digit multiplication with this 3-digit multiplication. No, the 3-digit multiplication we don't have to perform directly like that. We have to use the identities. So the suitable identity I think we have is this one, x plus a into x plus b. So I'm using that one. So first of all, to change this form, so we had changed 100 plus 5 and 100 plus 6. So the things are same. Now 100 is acting as a place of a is just replaced in place of x, and 5 and 6 are the values of a and b. Now just put the formula x square plus ab into x plus a into b. So the value of x is 100, so we had substituted 100 as x 100 square, 5 plus x into 100, a plus b into x, and then a into b, that is 5 into 6. And then now it is very easy for us to solve this question, and at last we'll get 11,130. Okay, question number 2. Factorize these two questions. We have to factorize it. 49a square 70ab plus 25b square, and this. Now for both these also we are going to use the identities. So that this is the question. The first thing which we had to done is 7a whole squares. 49 is the square of 7, we know that, and a is already square in. So we had done 7a square. Now trying to do this 2 into a into b, because the value of a is total 7a over here, and the total value the value of x is 7a over here. So we are doing 7a is 2xy, and the value of y is 5b, because we are going to just put it in the square form. So it will become 5b whole square. So finally a square plus 2ab plus b square. So it means our a plus b whole square formula will work over here, and we get 7a plus 5b whole square. The second question is 25 by 4x square minus y square by 9. So just again do the squaring form. So 25 is the square of 5, and x is already in square, and 2, 4 is 2. So 5x by 2 ka whole square we can do that, and 5 square y square by 9 we can also do like y by 3 ka whole square. Okay, now moving on. So a square minus b square. So we got a square minus b square. The value of a is 5x by 2, value of b is y by 3. So 5x by 2, a plus b into a minus b, that is 5x by 2 plus y by 3, 5x by 2 minus y by 3. I hope the things must be clear to you people. We'll discuss more and more problems based on these identities. Difficult problems also we'll see. So that we'll do in the next class. Thank you for today. Thank you all.